Yo, what's going on YouTube? Your boy Ty here, man, back with another video, man. Just want to leave y'all with a message here, man. And like, I just want to share with y'all, man, that, you know what I'm saying, man, things will really get tough, man. But it's the ones who really want it, man. And I just was really thinking about that, how stuff actually does get tough, bro. And like, things change, bro. Things change in life, man. And if you're not willing to be a part of the change, if you're not willing to adapt, essentially, then let's just keep it a being, bro. Like, you're gonna get left behind. And it's not to say that you need to hop on everything that just changes, bro, because some things are just a trend and some things are just cool to do that some people, quote unquote, think are cool, and some people just want to just, like, change just because they feel like they're not getting something out of it. And that's okay to a certain extent, you feel me? So things are gonna change, hopefully for the better, and if you can't keep up with it, like, you gotta understand, bro, like, you're gonna get left behind, essentially. But for example, just the economy. The economy is one of the most recent examples. We got to get with the change. There's always gonna be change, bro. We can sit here and complain about it, or we could change it, or we can make a change, and become a positive contributing factor to it, in some way, shape, or form. You feel me? But change is gonna happen, and you gotta you have to be adaptable, and you have to learn that trait, bro, adaptability. And if you can take pride in that, if you can really cultivate that, put yourself in situations that you may be uncomfortable with, and learn that piece of being adaptable. You feel me? Some people don't like change, and it really hinders a lot of people's growth, unfortunately. I, to my core, and I think a lot of people really cannot accept change, and not accept it in a way where it's good for them, because they're allowing that to hinder their growth. And I'll be honest, man, I was one of those people who would just allow that to hinder my growth a lot. It wasn't until I started really understanding that adaptability piece, and really learning that about myself. And the thing is, man, you gotta sit back and study some of those things, and learn, and really just dive in and do a self-reflection, bro. Look at yourself in the mirror and be like, what is it? What's one thing that's holding me back? And one thing that was holding me back, bro, was just change, bro. And it happens to a lot of us, bro, and we just got to learn to be adaptable. Now that I'm getting older and getting more wiser and learning and growing, I'm like, hey, man, change is good. Another example, just like with my job, man, I got moved to a different location, within the state that I live. Change, bro, and it happens on our job. It happens when people tell us. But why not do it for yourself? Why not make that change in your life for yourself, for the better? You know what I mean? Whether it's going to the gym. I just left the gym right now. Normally I like going in the mornings, but I had to get it in, and be able to adapt to the crowd after work, and be able to change and adapt, my workout, and figure out a way to still get what I needed in, and get a good workout in, and so that's what life is. You feel me? And some people are better at adapting to their environment and adapting to the change. Some people are slower. Some people are faster, and they adapt quicker. And some people don't do it at all. But I challenge you not to be one of them people who don't do it at all. That's what really will set you apart and really will make you great, is because people were willing to change, people were willing to learn, and people were learning to do something else. Just like the internet, bro. The internet changed the game, bro, and there's still people who don't get on the internet, and that's fine, bro. But it's like, there's probably a better way probably a better way to do what you're doing, but you want to do it the old way. You feel me? So it's like, all right, either you gonna just live in the past, which is okay, but if this is like truly gonna make things easier and make things, your flow of things better, then why not just change? You know what I mean? Like, why be stubborn? Why not? Why go against that? You know what I mean? So again, it's not to say that you should just go and do everything that changes, like, oh, let me hop on this, oh, let me hop on that. But really analyze the situation, bro, and does it make sense for you? A lot of us will just hop on stuff just because it's cool or because everybody else is doing. That's never been me, but sometimes I can be too slow to change, too slow to switch things up, and revamp the game plan. But adaptability, man, if that's something that you can't get with, man, then you cooked, my boy. And so I really challenge anybody, man, to just learn that. You know what I mean? Like, cultivate that, practice that, bro. Whatever that is, man. It could be at your job. It could be something that you're doing on a daily basis. It could be it could be anything, man. Just look at that area in your life and figure out a way how you can change it and tweak it, But there's always that saying too, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So I'm not saying go and fix something that's already, that's working for you, but you never know, man. A lot of people are just scared to just make that change. So that's the message I have for you today. It's your boy Ty. I'm out of this thing, man. Hope you had a good day. Peace.